So it's full time here, and it ends Punjab United 0, Holmesdale 3 in the Skeffel Challenge Cup first round. We're here with Coach Jindi Banwait. Jindi, I think a lot of changes, and we looked off it tonight.
I'll start with a positive, and the positive, there were no league points dropped tonight. So that's the only thing that I can say that I'll take away from the game. Going out in this round, it is what it is. You know, I thought we wanted a cup run. This is one that's out flat. That's the thing that I'm going to start with. Flat performance all round. We did make changes, but they're not bad changes. They're players who should be able to adapt. I don't think we've penetrated enough at the back. I think the centre half, definitely the left back, exceptional for Holmesdale.
Yeah,
caused us a lot of problems.
I think yes, we was bad at the same time. I think they were, credit to them, they were very good at the back, and then just had a few chances and they took them, didn't they?
Took them well. Yeah, took them well. Malachi, one of our former players, he scored the second in the second half, and I think that was changing the dynamic for the game for us. I just don't think we had enough in that final third. You know, good that we got Vinesy on to just try and give it a little bit of impetus up front, but it was flat. It was flat in that final third for us to even create. So either they really defended well, or we just didn't take our chance at them to really put them on the back foot.
Could you say it's maybe down to quite a few changes being made, or do you think at this level, whoever you put in, they should still be able to make?
They should still be able to look. You know, the thing that I'll always say, you know, your bench is never going to be weak at this level. Never. You know, these guys are come here, and that's their opportunity. They've got to come on and change the game. Whether that's them starting or the ones that are on the bench today, and they've got to come on. You know, you've got to prove to the gaffers at the end of the day. You know, we can do so much as coaches on the pitch, and you know, we can set the play for them to know how we want to get them at players and take chances. But in reality, those that started today, and there weren't too many that the changes out. You know, it was good for them. You know, good for get minutes under their belt, which is key. But you've got to give the manager something to think about going into the next game. And I just think, unfortunately, we didn't. I thought, you know, Holmesdale, credit to them, good luck to them in the next round. So yeah, you know, it's not a positive, really, considering the last 7 games that we've had this month, how good we have been.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, it's almost been a unbeaten September, and then that happens. It's a shame, isn't it? Because you'd love to keep, you know,
you want to keep that run, and I think that would have been good for Chippy as well. You know, I think he's worked hard on and off the pitch with Powley. So yeah, I think the boys, they got to react. You know, we got Holmesdale again. That's the thing. So you got a chance to react against the same opposition. So
at their place with a big crowd as well.
With a big crowd, with a groundhog day. You know, maybe that's going to give them a lift as well. You know, we've had it in, and it does. But they've got to. They owe that to the management team. That the boys, they're going to be disappointed themselves. They owe it to the management team. I think that's it. We've got to start the month off strong, pick up 3 points. You know, there's less games this month. We've got to climb that table. That's key for us this month in October. That's definitely key.
Yeah, hopefully a bit of revenge as well, maybe after tonight.
Yeah, for definite. You know, but look, Holmesdale can't fault them. You know, they've got a good management team behind them. AC's been around. He knows how it works here, and you know, he's changed quite a few of the personnel at the club, and it shows. They've come at us today. Whether they'll be the same against us on Saturday, who knows? You know, we will be slightly different. I'm sure of that, but we've got to get at them. Just to change the game, just to make them think something. You know, otherwise they're going to be thinking it's the same sort of setup, and they might think, yeah, challenge again through the front man, and through the two guys, the fullback and the 2 wide men they've got. You know, to try and hurt us. But we've got to be better. We've definitely got to be better.
Yeah, going into October, we've got obviously them, and then we've got SC Dons in the Kent Senior Trophy, another cup, and then we've got the FA Vars against Wembley, another cup, and then after that we've got Tunbridge Wells on a Tuesday night and Snodland
Finish
at home.
With Snodland, yeah. And that's, you look at that month, that's not an easy month. You know, we've already had been turned over here at home by Tunbridge, so that's the midweeker. Snodland, you know, they're on a good run. All right, you know, it's step 6 opposition in the 2 cup games, but you know, SC Dons have a reputation. Wembley, I've looked at their results. You know, they're doing well. You know, they've turned over some step 5 sides in the Vars already. So you know, and you know, already, you know, coming in Holmesdale, it's it's a defeat today, and we've got to bounce back in the league on Saturday. So, listen, this is an unforgiving league. It's not an easy one to try and predict. Again, Whitstable losing last week. Maybe they rested players for the FA Cup. It just shows you that you get a run together, 5 games, you can get up that table and into those playoff positions, and we've got to be that. That's got to be our minimum, and even higher this year. I think we've got to be there. We've got to get the boys on point and work with them on and off the ball, and just make sure we can do more about it. And definitely for the club, that's what we want.
All right, thank you, Jindi.
Thanks.